welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to do Disney cruise tips and tricks from booking your cruise and everything hopefully that you will need to know to sailing. Sorry, my hair. Okay, so let's get into this. I have my little cheater notes, so sorry if I look down every once in a while because there's a lot to talk about. The number one thing you need to do is obviously find an itinerary that works for you. There's tons of options, and depending on when you want to go, depends on what itinerary and location you are going to book. If you can travel off season when kids are in school, that's fantastic. If you are able to do that, the prices are usually a little bit more reasonable than, of course, when kids are out of school. Those are the peak seasons when kids are on their breaks. After searching and finding an itinerary, you will be able to locate exactly where you want to go and what you want to do, whether it's based by when you can travel or where you can travel. Which brings me to number two on if you live next to a port location, a departure port location. It makes it easier if you're not having to fly, of course, and some people are just not into flying, but there's always the train. You can take the train to get to places. We're lucky enough on the West Coast to live by a port on the west side, which is the San Diego, California port. Now, if you're on the East Coast, then you have a couple other options for your ports. You can have Port Canaveral. I am so sorry, I am tongue-tied today. Let me take a swallow. I probably should have brought my iced tea up or water to drink. Anyways, if you're on the East Coast side, so you have Port Canaveral, you have Miami, you have New York, you have, let me think. Oh, no, it's the southern side. Is Galveston, Texas. If you're in the South Texas, you're a Texan, but it's Texas as a state, is a port. And then on the west side, we have the Alaska cruise and then San Diego, California. There are some other ports out there. If you live next to the one, you don't have to worry about flying. And that might dictate which itinerary you take as well. As you know, since we live on the west side, we will take the San Diego itineraries more often than we do on the east side because I don't have to fly, which is nice with two young boys. So that might make the itinerary you pick narrow it down as well. So you have the month and time that you want to travel or can travel, or you have vacation. If you live near a port, or if it's easier to fly into one of those ports, that might dictate as well on which itinerary you're going to take. Once you've searched and found the perfect itinerary that works for you, then the next step is picking your cabin. What type of cabin are you wanting or looking for? You know, on the Disney Cruise Line, they have the inside cabin, standard inside cabin. A standard inside cabin has only one bathroom. So I'm just telling you this right now. On most other cruise lines, it's a single bathroom, and so that might be what you're used to. If you get a deluxe family inside stateroom, it has two bathrooms. Now when I say that, it's a split bathroom, so one of the bathrooms has the restroom, we'll say, and a sink, and the other bathroom has the shower with a bathtub and a sink. So those have two. And then it goes up to, so standard inside is the only one that has a single bathroom that I know of. Okay, so then you have the deluxe family inside if you want it a little bit roomier with the two split bathroom. And then it goes to the ocean view, also a split bathroom, and has a porthole of some type. Some of them have a two small window, some have a single big window, depending on where you're located. After the ocean view is what they call a veranda. Some call Some cruise lines call them balcony, but on Disney Cruise Line it is a veranda. So it means that you're going to have a balcony connected to your cabin. It also has the split bathrooms, and then you also have the outside balcony area. Now, if you are worried about traveling with kids, Disney has taken care of you. On the sliding glass door, yes, it is glass, by the way, it has a lever that you have to pull up and then pull, and it is heavy. But before you can even do that, at the top of your door is a mechanical lock that you have to actually undo before you can open it. So even if my boys grab a chair and try to reach that, they're not going to. They can't reach it. So do not worry about that if that is one of your concerns, because I know it definitely was one of mine before sailing with Disney. Okay, after veranda, we start getting into a concierge level, or suites on other cruise lines, but Disney calls it concierge level. On the concierge level, we have a couple different categories on that, and on the Wonder and the Magic, they have a 2-bedroom as well. The Dream and the Fantasy does not. So the lowest level concierge is the balcony room. It is a room all in one with a balcony, split bathroom that is set into the concierge level. The next level of concierge is the 1-bedroom cabins. They have a bed with sliding wooden doors that lock at night or whenever you're taking a nap. In the bedroom, they have a beautiful, huge bathroom with a huge jetted tub, a walk-in shower, the restroom area, and they have a walk-in closet all in the 1-bedroom side. Also in the cabin, they have a living room family area with a sofa couch, TV. They have a table, a wet bar, and another bathroom, and another sliding glass closet. It's not glass, sorry, wood. Sliding wood door closet. And that's the 1-bedroom on concierge. And then, like I said, there's a 2-bedroom concierge. This is only on the Magic and the Wonder have the 2-bedroom. And it is, in 1-bedroom is the main queen size bed with the bathroom and the walk-in closet. Has a huge room area with a sofa bed, television, table, all that stuff. And then they have another room that has 2 twin beds and another bed that can come down from the ceiling, also with a connecting bathroom. And then after that, you have the Royal Suite and the Walt Disney Suite. And obviously those are fantastic and beautiful and wonderful. But they are, I was trying to think of if they were on all the cruise ships, on all 4 of them. Alright, so those are your options of cabin types. And then you also have to think about location. Where do you want your cabin located? Do you want it midship, or next to the mid elevators? Mid is the middle, by the way, middle of the ship. Do you want it forward? Do you want it towards the aft? And the very back aft, some of the balconies are an extended balcony if you want a huge, large balcony. So you just have to think of the location. Of course, if you, by any chance, think that you're going to be seasick or get seasick, you want to stay away from the forward. It is not the place for you. You want to either be midship or aft. I get motion sickness. I am lucky enough that I've only been seasick a few times, but I usually pick my cabins as well, midship or aft. So those are all things that you need to think of when picking a cabin. All right, moving on to the next one. Oh, after picking your cabin, you need to decide what type of dining do you want. Not, I shouldn't say type, time of dining do you want. Do you want the early seating or the second seating? Disney Cruise Line does not do an anytime seating like other cruise lines. You need to pick a time. You need to have the early or the late. And it's because they do a rotational dining. Remember, they have 3 different restaurants that you rotate throughout your cruise. You will hit all of them. Unless you do the 2-night cruise, then obviously you only do 2 of the 3. But you normally will hit all of them. They have shows during, 2 out of the 3 restaurants will have a show during the meal. And the early time, you are around 5:45, and the late time is around 8:30, depending on the ship, the itinerary, everything. But you need to decide, are you going to eat earlier or later? And the shows are vice versa. So if you choose the early dining, then your show will be after your dinner. If you choose the late dining, then your show will be before dinner. So just keep that in mind on how you want to do things and when you want to eat or when you want to see the show. Okay. Number 5. Do you need a passport? I always answer yes. But the true answer is, it's really up to you. It's up to you if you need a passport or not. We travel with passports. My kids have passports. I have passports. My husband has passport. But here's the thing. You don't necessarily have to travel with a passport. If it is a closed loop cruise, you do not have to have a passport. You can use your driver's license and birth certificate. A certified birth certificate. You need to have both. If it is a child, you need the birth certificate. And obviously the name of a parent or a notary note saying if you're not the parent that you can take them. Okay, if it is, and by the way, a closed loop is you leave and return to the same port. So if you're leaving out of Miami and you depart out of Miami and you do your cruise and you return to Miami, that is a closed loop. If you have an open cruise, open loop cruise, not loop, I don't know what they call it, you have to have a passport. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that is usually repositioning cruises or the Panama Canal cruise, which they use for repositioning too. So a transatlantic, the Panama Canal, any repositioning cruise, when you're starting at one port, so I'm starting at Miami and I'm ending my cruise in Los Angeles, well, San Diego for Disney, you need a passport. There's nothing, no ifs or ands about that. If you're not leaving and coming back from the same port, you need a passport. But even if you are leaving in a closed loop, sorry, as I fix myself, you need to think about really getting a passport. Because if anything happens at all while you're on that cruise and you are in another country and you need to be air vac'd out or evacuated, or for some reason you cannot continue that cruise and you have to get off of that port, you will not be leaving that country without a passport. And that might delay the help that you need. So just think about that, because you're going to have to go to the embassy. You're going to have to go through the whole process of getting an emergency passport before you leave. Just think about it. And passports for adults are good for 10 years. Okay. Moving on. I think I've said enough about that, right? You know what my advice is. All right. Aha! What do you know? Okay, we've done everything. We booked our cruise. We picked our cabin. We picked our time. We've gotten a passport. And then it's our first day we get to go on. What do we need to bring, right? Okay, think about anything that you need immediately within a couple hours of being on the ship, or you're going to need that evening. Pack in a day bag. make sure you have a day bag with you with the necessities. Because when you hand over your luggage to the porter, you do not know when you're going to get your luggage. It could be anywhere from 4 to 8. Who knows? You don't know when you're going to get your luggage. So pack a day bag with any medication that you're going to need. If you plan on swimming, pack your swimsuit. If you're going to change for dinner, pack that. You might be the lucky ones where your suitcase arrives really early and you don't need it. And you might not, and you're gonna need it. So remember to pack a day bag of any necessities. I will show you what I pack. I always pack my fish extender in my day bag so I can get that hung up in case people want to start delivering the first day. I pack my magnets in my day bag. We're not normally pool people, so I don't pack our swimsuits in it. But if you are a pool person and that's what you're going to do, pack your swimsuit. I pack any of my vitamins, or if the kids have any medication that they're on, like ear drops or eye drops for the allergies, I pack that. I need to have that. Wipes, the sanitary wipes to wipe down my room, which you'll see that I do. Any of that, pack it in your day bag. Okay, you're on the ship, you got the day bag, you've checked in. Trying to think, what else do you guys need to know? Yeah. I think that's it. Did I talk about checking in? I didn't. So before you get on the ship and you go to check in, you are going to go through security, and then you get up to the counter to these fantastic people that take your little booklet that Disney Cruise Line still mail to you, which thank you so much, Disney, for still mailing that. I love it when I get my little booklet in the mail. Okay, every other cruise line has gone electronic, so you print your own and you print your own luggage tags, but Disney still has the luggage tags they sent you in a little book, and I love it. And you show that to security, and then you also show it when you check in. And you hand over the booklet, the credit card you want on file. Now you don't necessarily have to have a credit card on file. You can do cash, and with Disney Cruise Lines you can do gift cards, but you're going to need to preload the gift cards onto your account, and then they're going to tell you that they need a retainer of so much cash on your account if you're going to go cash without a credit card. It's a security type deposit to make sure that you pay your bill and, you know, don't stiff them. Though you're not going to be able to get off the ship if you don't pay your bill. So just to let you know. So what I do, I'm saying so a lot. Okay, so what I do is I try to prepay everything before I leave, even the tips, the main tips to your wait staff, housekeeping. There's a couple different people in there that they ask you to tip throughout the cruise line. I prepay that. I call Disney and I prepay it, so everything is prepaid and ready to go. I do put a credit card on file for any merchandise I buy or any drinks that aren't included. You know what the drinks those are. Because with Disney, the fountain drink, soda, iced tea, everything's included. Souvenirs, concession stands, any of that type. Oh, bingo, if I play bingo. I haven't lately though. Any of that, I do put my credit card on file. And then I also take a little bit of extra cash with me in case I want to put more into the tips for the wait staff and the housekeeping if they did an exceptional job, which they normally do. They're fantastic with my kids. I always put a little extra in the envelope from what I already prepaid. All right, so you check in, you give them all the information, and they hand back your key to the world card, and it has your name on it. It has your muster station on it, which is the drill that everybody has to show up to. Safety, safety, safety. It has your room number on it. It has what restaurants and in what order you will be going to, your dining time. It tells you if it's a minor or an adult. It says it right on the card. They have an A for adult and for minor, so they know if they can serve you or not, you know, those drinks. And then they hand over those cards. For the kids, if you have registered them for the kids club, and if you did not pre-register them, it's okay. Once you get on deck, go straight up to the 4th floor to the kids club, and you can register them then. But they give magic bands to the kids for the kids club. You will scan them in and out of the kids club with the magic band, and there are trackers in the kids club that download into the magic band. So when you come to pick up your kid, the wonderful staff will tell you exactly where they are in the kids club. It's wonderful. I love it. Okay,